From Wingrave in Aylesbury, Mr. Nasty.
Well, if this has been modelled on Tornado, they've made a good choice.
What's your weapon?
The weapon is a static hardened steel spike.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
The robot's powered by 4 750-watt motors.
So you're going to be nippy?
It's going to be very fast, yeah.
And manoeuvrable?
Very manoeuvrable. But I haven't had much practice at driving, so steering's we'll have to see.
Uses cartwheels, extremely compact to allow for the weight of 4 motors and 6mm armour, covered in coach bolts that look like iron rivets and give a really tough look, but it's very, very slow.
From Beverley in East Yorkshire, Dr. Fist.
Looks compact, but I'll tell you what, I don't think it's running properly.
Meet Dr. Fist. Now, Dr. Fist has got problems, hasn't it?
Yeah, engine problems.
Okay, you've got 2 petrol engines here at the front.
On the back.
Yeah, at the back.
Yeah.
It's the back or the front, who knows? Yeah, and what's wrong?
One engine works, the other one doesn't.
Working, not working. And that means that this is not going to go round to its full capacity.
No, half the power.
That weapon's a vertical 20-kilo spinning disc, but they have other problems: exposed wheels, light armour, and the Fist could be a little limp-wristed.
From Hale in Cheshire, Crushtacean.
Oh, the Visser family are back. They reached their heat final last time, got beaten there.
Crushtacean, you got new t-shirts, they're very nice. Let's have a little look at those. We like the design, it looks very good. But you haven't done much to the robots.
Well, we had done a lot of the robots, but because of the early wars this year, we had to revert to the original one.
Yeah, you see, what they did do was put lots of hydraulics in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because somebody said that was easy.
Yeah. Guess
George.
who?
And then you found it wasn't as easy and straightforward as you thought, so you took them all back out again. So we now have the robot that we had before. Are you with us?
But it will work.
Tough to crack, the shell 12mm thick aerospace aluminium, the 2 claws capable of a 300-kilo pressure grab, but the aerial's just between the eyes, and that could leave this crab scuttling sideways.
From Chertsey in Surrey, Dantomkia.
If you're to ask me for a favourite for this 4-way melee, this would be the one.
Now, how do you pronounce it?
Dantomkia.
Dantomkia.
Daniel, Thomas, Kira, my 3 children.
Ah, now we have it explained. Now you have a range of weaponry here, which I want you to talk me through.
Okay. First we have the high pressure flipper.
Right.
Closed to fully open.
Yep.
Less than 25th of a second.
Yeah.
2 tons of force at this point here. We have some chisel spikes at the front.
So you can flip the likes of Dr. Fist.
Oh yes.
And Crushtacean? You think you might be able to? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
This wheels are coming off, Crushtacean's going out.
Anything else that we need to know about?
It's a full body spinner.
It's a full body spinner.
Yep. Tail goes down, the nose comes up and it spins.
You
100 kilograms.
lucky people. This is going to be a battle to remember.
Good design and construction, fast, agile, reliable, hard-hitting, good interesting robot with a full pressure flipper, but new boys and nervous, believe it or not.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the poles together, on the left Crushtacean with Ian and Dominic Visser, on the right Dantomkia, the Captain Michael Lambert. And there on the left Mr. Nasty, Perry Watkins driving, and Paul Clark driving for Dr. Fist. In the arena for the house robots, Sir Killalot and the mighty Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So don't forget, I've tipped Dantomkia for this, which means it'll probably go out in the first few seconds. There, Crushtacean scuttles along the side of the arena. Intriguing technique for Crushtacean. Dominic Visser, you might get a shot of him in a couple of seconds' time, is at the controls. There, when he closes those gloves, so the pincers on Crushtacean close, like a crab's claws. Mr. Nasty seems to have got problems. Crushtacean also, as Dantomkia comes in underneath that ground clearance of 4 centimetres. It is an Achilles heel for Crushtacean. Mr. Nasty is in all sorts of trouble out there. The ref bot is having a look there, centre of the arena, and Crushtacean is also with its problems in the CPZ. They need to get out of there. If they're in the CPZ too long, of course, house robots like Sir Killalot can come in. Meanwhile, Dantomkia has another go at Mr. Nasty, who I'm sure by now has been technically immobilised. Crushtacean is in the CPZ. Dr. Fist we have seen very little of throughout this competition. There's Dantomkia coming in again. I thought it would be a good machine. Poor Mr. Nasty. I think very, very early on the 436 volt 750 watt motors went. Crushtacean is about to go as well. Perhaps out of the arena. Sakilov has it in his merciless grip. The ref bot just looks on there. The clock is not yet ticking down. Crushtacean is okay, it seems to me. No, I don't think Mr. Nasty is. Surely they've gone. And my big question is, where is Dr. Fist? There is Dr. Fist on the arena side wall. Now, when would they immobilise? Crushtacean has been flipped up. Is there still movement? There is from the pincer. This could be very vital here. Dantomkia is certainly the most effective, dominant, agile, destructive machine in this particular four-way melee. Crushtacean, should it go to a judge's decision, has worked hard. Dr. Fist has done absolutely nothing. Is on the arena sidewall, and Mr. Nasty, for me, was immobilised a long while ago. And now, finally, the ref bot comes in to count down Dr. Fist. They didn't make much of a fist of it at all, did they? We thought they were lip-wristed, and indeed they were, boys. And Dantomkia has a final thrust at Crushtacean. The pit release button has been activated. That's the siren you can hear. You can see the pit going down. The ref bot is counting out Mr. Nasty, I believe. Dr. Fist has already gone. Dantomkia is shuffling around doing as much damage as it can do for later on. And very impressive too. There's Dr. Fist about to be pitted by Sakilov. Now almost bending forward and leaning over Sakilov, trying to clutch up the 98 kilos of Dr. Fist. Pitted, or put it onto the floor flipper, or into the drop zone. A new feature in Robot Wars 6. Basically a huge weight suspended above the arena about to drop and cause pain and strain. And that is what's happened to our losing competitors in this four-way melee. Dr. Fist nearest us, Mr. Nasty also. They're out Dantomkia, Crushtacean through. Good night.
Well, 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 Dr. Fist and Mr. Nasty immobilised and pitted. Dantomkia and Crushtacean, they live to fight another day.
Oh dear, dear, dear. It was a pit fest at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe we lost it.
But sadly you were in the pit.
Well, it's bad luck, I guess, from the beginning. It's bad reliability, probably. But next year will be much better.
You're going to go home and beat up your robots?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
I wish we could film that. Thanks very much for taking part.
Thank you. See
Bye.
you next year, probably.
Now, you call it pure evil in a box.
Well, we did, yeah.
But I missed the evil bit.
Yes. Well, it didn't really get much of a chance to be very evil.
No, it was murder on the robot floor.
Yeah.
And you were on the receiving end, sadly. What happened? Talk me through it.
Well, we ran away quickly and hid in the corner, ready to get a run up, because we knew that Dantomkia was going to come straight after us.
Yeah.
He told us so. And we rammed straight in there, and that nasty crab got hold of us and chopped our aerial off.
Yeah. And that was the end of it.
That was the end of
There's
that,
always
yeah.
an Achilles heel.
Lost our signal.
Where was the aerial?
The aerial was around the back.
There we are. So there's hardly any damage, really. It's just...
The aerial was sticking
Look,
out from
one aerial sticking out of one hole, and that's the end of it for you.